Have you ever walked into a room, said absolutely nothing, and felt the distinct vibe that someone there just cannot stand you? You haven't met them, you haven't spoken to them, and you certainly haven't done anything to them. But the energy they're giving off is pure. I hope you step in a wet puddle while wearing socks. It's a bizarre, unsettling feeling. You start auditing your own behavior. Is my face weird? Did I breathe too loud? Is it my shirt? But here's the cold psychological truth. When someone hates you for no reason, it almost never has anything to do with you. It's an internal conflict happening inside them that you just happen to trigger. So let's get into the shadow work of why you're someone's unearned villain. First, we have to talk about psychological projection. This is the big one. We all have parts of ourselves we don't like, traits we find embarrassing, weak, or bad. Psychologists call this the shadow self. If I have a part of me that is, say, deeply insecure, but I refuse to admit it, I'll project that trait onto you. If you walk into a room with confidence, my shadow feels threatened. My brain takes my own insecurity and flips it, deciding that you are arrogant. I don't hate you. I hate the mirror you're holding up to the parts of myself I'm trying to hide. Then there's the Ben Franklin effect in reverse. There's a theory that we grow to like people we do favors for. The opposite is also true. If someone has been cold or rude to you once, their brain needs to justify that behavior to maintain their identity as a good person. They think I'm a nice person, and I was mean to that guy. Therefore, that guy must be a jerk. They invent a reason to hate you so they don't have to feel like the villain in their own story. It's a cognitive dissonance trap. They're stuck in a loop of hating you just to prove they were right to be mean to you in the first place. We also have to look at thin slicing and evolutionary bias. Our ancestors had to make split-second friend or foe. It's decisions to stay alive. It's called thin slicing. Sometimes you might just have a micro-expression or a tone of voice that reminds someone of their third-grade bully or their toxic ex. Their amygdala, the brain's threat detector, fires off a danger signal before they've even learned your name. You're being haunted by the ghosts of their past, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Now let's talk about social dominance and threat sensitivity. In any group, there's an unspoken tribal hierarchy. If you have a trait that the other person values, maybe you're funny, or you're good at your job, or you just seem at peace, you are a threat to their perceived status. Their hate is actually a compliment in a cheap suit. It's an acknowledgement that you have something they're afraid of losing. This is especially true for people with an external locus of control. They feel that your success somehow takes away from theirs. Finally, let's talk about the halo and horn effect. If someone hears one negative rumor about you, their brain applies the horn effect. They begin to interpret every neutral thing you do as negative. If you're quiet, you're plotting. If you're loud, you're attention-seeking. They aren't seeing you. They're seeing a caricature they've built. And once that script is written, the human brain is notoriously bad at editing it. So what do you do when you realize someone hates you for no reason? Honestly, nothing. Trying to win them over often just fuels their projection. The most alpha psychological move you can make is to remain emotionally neutral. When you don't react to their vibe, you refuse to play the role they've cast you in. You stay the lead in your story, and they stay a background character in theirs. Have you ever found out someone hated you for a completely ridiculous reason? Let me know in the comments. Let's see who has the most unearned enemy story. If you want to understand the weird social mechanics of the human brain, hit that subscribe button. Go be your awesome self. They hate it, that's a them problem. I'll see you in the next one.